Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are discuss about the React Server component. That how the React Server component play a role in React.js also. So let's move on to the slide. So here we first see the evolution of React, how the React has evolved. First of all, here you can say that we have a client side rendering. After that we have a server side rendering, and then we discuss the suspense for SSR. The suspense for server side rendering brought us closer to the seamless rendering experience. What are the challenges which we are facing in this? So first of all, the challenges are the large bundle size causing excessive downloads for users, unnecessary hydration, delaying interactivity, and having client-side processing leading to poorer performance. So after that, here you can see we have a React Server component. That what are the React Server component? So here you can see that React Server component represents a new architecture designed by the React team. This approach leverages the strength of both server and the client environment to optimize efficiency, load time, and interactivity. So from this line, we can understood that the React Server component have both leverage both the strength of both the server and client environment, which hold the performance. So architecture introduced a dual component model because they already know that we have the client. They both and has the client and server component. Still, no, in this we also have the client and server component. So the difference is based on not on the component functionality but rather on their execution environment and the specific system they are designed to interact with. So what are client components? So client component are the familiar React component which we have been using. So they are typically rendered on the client side CSR, but they can also be rendered to HTML on the server SSR server side rendering, allowing user to immediately see the page HTML rather than a blank screen. Client component can render on the server. In this, we have the thing like optimization strategy. Client component primarily operate on the client, but can or should also run one on the server for better performance. So, for client component, we have full access to the client environment, such as the browser, allowing them to use state, effect, and event listener for handling interactivity. So, from this line, you can understand that the client component holds the responsibility of a client environment in which we can use the use state, effect, and the event listener, which is important for the page interactivity. So they can also access browse exclusive APIs like geolocation or local storage, allowing you to build UI for a specific use case. So in fact, the term client component doesn't signify anything new. It simply helps differentiate these components from the newly introduced server components. So let's now discuss what are server components. So server component represent a new type of React component especially designed to operate exclusively on the server. Before that, in the React we don't have server component. It was introduced in React 19. So now the React 19 had the client component and the server component. And unlike client component, their code is on the server and it never downloaded to the client. Their design choice offer multiple benefits to React application. So what are the benefits of server component in using React while we are using React? So it depends. First of all, it was a smaller bundle size. Same server component stay on the server, all the dependency stay there too. This is fantastic for users with slower connection or less powerful device since they don't need to download it, parts or execute that JavaScript because all the code will be on the server side. Plus, there is no hydration steps, making the app load and become interactive. After that, we have the secondly benefit was direct access to server-side resource. Server component can talk directly to database and file system, making data fetching super efficient without any client-side processing. They use the server powerful and proximity to data source to manage compute-intensive rendering tasks. So third is the enhanced security. Since server component run only on the server, sensitive data logic like API keys and the token never leave the server. After that, we have caching, improved data fetching. Server component allow you to move data fetching to the server close to your data resource. And this can improve performance by reducing time it take to fetch data still needed for rendering and the number of requests the client need to make. After that, we have the caching. That in caching, when you render on the server, you can cache the result and reuse them for different user requests or future reuse. This means better for performance and lower cost since you are not re-rendering and refetching data all the time. After that, we have faster initial page load and fast contentful paint. By generating HTML on the server, user see your content immediately, no waiting for JavaScript to download and execute. And we have the one of the benefit also, we have the improved SEO. Search engine bots can easily read the server rendered HTML, making your page more indexable. Then we have efficient streaming. Server component can split the rendering process into chunks that stream for the client as they are ready. This means users start seeing content faster instead of waiting for the entire page to load or render on the server. Then what are the React server components? So we also discussed that server component handle data fetching and static rendering, while client component take care of rendering and the interactive elements. The beauty of this setup is that you get the best of both server and the client rendering while using a single language framework and setup APIs. So what are the key takeaways of React server component? React server component offers a new approach to building React app by separating component into two, server component and client component. Server component run exclusively on the server. They fetch the data and prepare content without sending code to the browser. This makes your app faster because user downloaded less code. However, they can't handle any interaction. Client component, on the other hand, run in the browser and manage all the interactivity part like clicks and typing. They can also get an initial server render for faster page loads. Now, what React server and the Next.js. So, app router Next.js is built entirely on the RFC architecture. All these benefits we have discussed, they are already built into the latest version of Next.js. Understanding the evolution of React rendering provide the foundation needed for you to grasp what we have about to explore as we dive deep into the Next.js. So, this is all we have discussed today. So, this is all for today about the overview of React server component, what they are, why they matter, and how they help improve performance by running on the server. They let us send JavaScript to the client, which means faster load times and better user experience. If you are building a modern React app and want better performance, definitely give server component a try. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more Next.js content. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. Thank you.